And welcome back. Well, if you spent any time outside today, hopefully you grabbed the sunscreen because it was a nice one out there. Start things off with our neighborhood weather network taking you up into the hills. Buena Vista looking out west. There's a few of those storms trying to cook over top. Again, not overly severe, but carrying a little bit of rain with them, and that's going to be the big story this evening as a few mountain showers trying to linger into the valley, but for the most part, they're going to stay pretty much up into the higher elevation. 69 degrees right now at the North Pole at Santa's Workshop. Absolutely gorgeous shot. Again, nothing really to speak of on this particular camera, but as the evening progresses, again, a few showers and thunderstorms trying to roll through the area, and we can kind of see some of those real spotty showers right now onto the HD Doppler as we take you again into the slider region here. A few of those little isolated cells, but very, very weak and very, very sporadic, just kind of kicking up over the higher elevations there. When we take you out to the little bit wider view, very clear out to our east, and that's what's helping those temperatures to stay well into the 90s even at this hour. There's just no cloud cover out there to really work with. But we do have an area of low pressure off of the California coast. That's what's kind of trying to move some of this moisture up our way, and that's going to meet up with some cooler air dropping down. Not a real strong cold front, but enough that's going to kind of kick off a little shower activity for your weekend. Here's how that's going to play out for us. So we have that moisture feed coming up off of the South Pacific there, off of the California coast. That's going to meet right head on with that cooler air dropping down. So a lot of the shower activity we're going to see into your Saturday will actually stay more into eastern Colorado and northeastern Colorado. That's not to say we're not going to see some mountain showers try to move through the area. We're looking at a relatively clear day to start your Saturday out. However, as that cooler air continues to settle down and the afternoon picks up, that's when we're going to start to see that kind of convective activity. In other words, that warm, moist Pacific air rising up because that cooler air is really wedging things in there. So again, kind of kicking up over top of the mountains tomorrow as the evening progresses. We'll see some of those showers kick off over top of the burn scars. So again, tomorrow, folks, we'll want to keep an eye on these storms and make sure they don't develop too quickly or stall out over top of one of the burn scars, because the storms moving through the area tomorrow do have a potential to cause some minor flooding. So we'll definitely want to keep our eye on that. As for lows tonight, here's how things are shaping up, staying relatively comfortable into the mid-50s into the foothills, 55 into Pueblo, here into the Springs right at 54, looking at the 40s into the higher elevations and flirting with the 60s as we move out into eastern Colorado. So a nice night. Tomorrow, not bad, slightly cooler into that mid-80 degree mark into the foothills. Here into Pueblo, about 85 degrees is what we're anticipating for your Saturday. About 77 into the Springs and high 80s out to our east. Mountains looking at the 70s and 80s, pushing that 80 degree mark into Salida. Leadville about 69 tomorrow. So over the next 7 days, here's how things are playing out for us. A bit of a drop in temperatures, nothing too drastic. And that again is that rain-cooled air. So we start to get that moisture feed again off of the South Pacific. That's going to move through the area Saturday, Sunday. Right now, Sunday looks to have the best coverage on thunderstorms moving through the area. So we'll definitely have to track and monitor that. Then we're looking at the mid-70s to follow with the 50s for your overnight lows. Does start to dry up though as we round into Wednesday and Thursday and next week. An area of high pressure kind of rebuilds over the region. Into the Pueblo area, looking at about 85 tomorrow with a few storms trying to make the area. But again, Sunday into Monday, that's going to be the best coverage area for the Pueblo region into Canyon City. A few passing storms once we round into your Monday there. Sunday, Monday, about a 30% shot of moisture moving through the area. And what that means when you see the little 30% on there, that's just overall coverage area of these storms. So even when you see a 10%, there's still going to be some area storms, but the coverage area is just not overly drastic. Into Teller County, that's going to be the heaviest coverage area come Sunday. So again, the big story is a little bit of a cool down, starting to feel a little bit more like fall. And again, these storms we'll definitely want to keep our eye on this weekend because it could get a little bit hairy for us if one of those storms did stall out over one of the burn scars. So.
Okay, yeah, always be aware out there.
Most definitely.